Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Wait, let's wait. Right. Look at this one. I just want to say one thing here. It's like a very easiest maths, right? It's a very easy maths. You just want to say one thing. You don't go to that definition. You just come to this equation. If you come to equation, you can understand very clearly rather than you go to that definition. Relative atomic mass. Why they have brought up this relative atomic mass? The mass of one atoms of elements are very small. So they brought up this concept is relative atomic mass, and scientists thought that how to define this one. So have to take how many times எத்தனை தடவை என்ன மாதிரி இதை செய்யறேன்னு சொல்லிப்பட்டு they have brought up one concept to get the idea about these relative atomic mass. What is that actually? Relative atomic mass is equal mass of an atom of element. Whatever element atom, whatever element atom. For example, I am taking, right? I'm taking, for example, here, I'm taking this as a sodium. And this sodium have sodium atom. In this sodium atom, right? Can you tell me one mass of sodium atom? One mass of one atom of one mass of
3 point,
one atom of mass. Sorry.
3.819.
Yeah, look.
3.8.
Yeah,
3.9
3.81. 3.819 into 10 to the minus 23. Look now. Relative atomic mass means mass of an atom of element. The mass of an atom of element. I am bringing this equation for sodium, right? For sodium, mass of a one atom of element. So here I'm just bringing for sodium. Just put here sodium. I just bringing this one to understand you clearly. That's why I'm bringing here sodium, right? Look, what is the mass? 3.819 into 10 to the power minus 23. What is that? Gram. Right? Clear? Okay. Now, Here, what is this? That's a point you must know. Here, what is this? This is what? Sorry. This is what actually? 12C carbon 1 atom mass. In your book, it is given N atom, right? Grammatically, it's wrong. 1 atom. It should be vowels, vowel sound. But people forget N. Always N, you forget. So that's why, whatever error, I just put here 1. N is 1 is better than N, right? So you can understand clearly more about N. If I put N, you will confuse sometimes. So 1, I just put 1. 12C carbon, 1 atom mass. Can you tell me 12C carbon, 1 atom's mass? That is given. Can you tell me? Can you tell me? That is given. What is that? 1.9993 into 10 to the power minus 23 gram etna purichi or pang? Pananda purichi or pang? 1/12. I will explain using this musket and the cake very clearly about this one. Let's see. Just to take the idea first. Now look, relative atomic mass we have found for what? For what? For what? For sodium.
For sodium.
For sodium relative atomic mass, how much? Mass of... Can you give me a time? Hello? Can you hear? Sorry, I got a
Yes, sir.
call. I got a call. Right? So now relative atomic mass, how to find of sodium, mass of an element of sodium over 12C carbon 1 atom mass into 1/12. Look, sodium mass, one mass of sodium is what? For example, tell me, one sodium mass is how much? 3.8192
9
10 to the power
10 to the power
minus
minus 23 gram.
gram. And the bottom part is 12 part of sodium. For example, look, this is the one. Remember, wait, I'm just taking here the sodium. I'm bringing here sodium, sorry, carbon. Look at the carbon. Now here carbon is, look, I'm drawing this carbon here. This is carbon, right? And this carbon is, now I'm just, what's that? I'm going to divide this. I'm going to divide into 12 parts of this carbon. Right. Now this is half. Tell me. Now this is 4. Right. Now this is what? Now every part, how many parts? Tell me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right. I'm just bringing, I can, sorry, yeah. I can easily change this. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4. How many parts? 6, right? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Sorry. 8, 9, 10, 11. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Look, can you tell me what is the mass of this carbon, one atom? Can you tell me this carbon, one atom? What is this? 1.993 into 10 to the power minus 23. But what we have put here, 1/12. Pananda purichi oru pangu. Appa which part we have put here? In the Pananda purichi oru idile ethana part potikiren. This is what actually here, this one, right? This is carbon, one atom mass is how much? 1.993 into 10 to the power minus 23 gram. And adula, 1/12 part. 1/12 part. And that part is what? That part is what? That part is what? Can you tell me? This part, right? This part. And this ratio is, look, I can cut this gram here. Now this relative atomic mass would have a unit. Does it have a unit? Does it have a unit? No. Why? Above also gram, below also gram, and here this gram and this gram will be cut. Now if you have found this ratio, that would be the relative atomic mass of, who is that? Who is that? Sodium. The relative atomic mass of sodium, and this value would be almost 23. How I got it very easily, this 23? We already know the mass number of sodium is what? Can you tell me? Can you tell me mass number of sodium? Proton plus neutron in sodium, how much? 23. Am I right? Yes. That number value would be equal to this one. But that is mass number. This is relative atomic mass. I'm just talking again. To find the relative atomic mass, mass of an atom of element over 12C carbon, one atom mass into 1/12. This is always constant here. Every time this will come, this part only will be like this, will be divided here. If they give sodium, you put here sodium. If they give oxygen, you put here oxygen. If they put chlorine here, you put chlorine. But you know already the answer. I will give the give the clue later. You already know the answer, but we are studying how this came. That's the point. I hope you people got this one. If you won't, please take a screenshot. I'm gonna go again, right? Just now, clear. Right, look now. I'm just erasing here. Now I'm bringing very easiest way to understand. I just want to find the relative atomic mass of Vattalapam. I'm going to find this one, the Vattalapam relative atomic mass. How to find the Vattalapam relative atomic mass? Just taking Vattalapam doesn't have relative atomic mass. I'm just talking about just to clear it to you, right? Just to clear, just telling about this one about Vattalapam. Okay, the color of Vattalapam, for example, I can take, for example, okay, this is Vattalapam. And Vattalapam has one carbon, one atoms. For example, I'm saying this is one atom of Vattalapam. If I want to find this Vattalapam, I just put a Vattalapam. How can I find good? How can I give this one? It doesn't. I'm just taking Vattalapam to explain you very clearly. If I want to find the Vattalapam atomic mass, relative atomic mass, I should put what? How to write? Can you tell me? Tell me the mass of one atom of, what's that?
Vattalapam.
Vattalapam, very good. Mass of one atom of Vattalapam. If you don't, wait, someone will confuse. One atom of Vattalapam over what could be the 12C carbon, one atom C carbon, one atom mass into 1 over 12. Right now, Vattalapam, I'm just bringing this picture here. This is Vattalapam. So I'm bringing it. It should be, if it's a black, that's not, that's should be white. Okay, I'm taking this one. So I'm bringing this one is a Vattalapam. I'm bringing this one, mass of Vattalapam here. Sorry. Over, we are taking as what? Same as color. No, so now confuse you people. I'm taking a blue color, right? Now we just take a blue color. Over, can you tell me which part of this carbon I have to take? I have to take this part, right? 1 over 12 part. 1 over 12 part of this carbon. And if you found the ratio between this number, you can get the relative atomic mass of what? Vattalapam. For example, if I say the atomic mass, one atom of Vattalapam, for example, if I say 10.319 into 10 to the power minus 23 gram. For example, it is not true. Just I am taking for example. Now you just put 10 point, tell me 10.319 into 10 to the power
10 to the
minus
power minus 23
23 gram
gram.
over the 12th part of carbon. One carbon, 12C carbon, one atom is, what is that? What is the mass of one atom? 1.993 into 10 to the power minus 23 gram into, adil ethna purichi? 1 by 12. Now if you found this ratio, you can cut that gram and gram. That gram and gram you can cut. If you cut it, that gram, this gram, if you have found this ratio, for example, if I found this ratio, for example, if this is, for example, a 70, it's not a 70, just taking, then that would be the relative atomic mass of what? Can somebody say?
Vatalabam.
You can find any atom's relative atomic mass using this equation. Clear? Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
If you have doubt, please tell me. Huh? I can clear it. You can send me the message. This chat box there. You can send me the message to me, right? To host. Who is that host? It's me. You can send me the message using the chat box. I can get the idea about your understanding, right? So I hope you got it, this one. Let's do some of the interesting thing here, right? I hope you got this one. Now if I want to find this relative atomic mass of, for example, sodium. Sodium we have already found, no? Right, relative atomic mass of, right, one atom, for example, wait. Okay, let's find the relative atomic mass of carbon. Relative atomic mass of carbon. Right, can you tell me how to write? You can write like this: relative atomic mass of who is that? Carbon. How to write? Can you tell me? Mass of, how can you write? Please tell
Mass of
me. Mass of, yar, who is that? Carbon, right? Mass
Carbon.
of one
atom.
One atom of carbon, or carbon atom. One atom of carbon over 12C carbon, one atom of mass into 1 over 12. Can you tell me mass of one atom of carbon? We already studied. What's that? 1.993 into 10 to the power minus 23 gram. That's also here 12C carbon, 1 atoms. That's also what? 1.993 into 10 to the power minus 23 gram into 1 over
1 over
12.
12.
Can you cut this both? Can you cut 1.993 into 10 to the power minus 23 gram over 1.993 into 10 to the power minus 3 gram? Can you cut it? Exactly.
Yes, sir.
Cut it like this. For
Yes,
example, x
sir.
into, for example, it's like x over x into 1 over 12. What is the answer? What is the answer?
1 over 12.
1
Not
over
1 over 12. 1 over
12.
1 over 12 is equal 12. So 12 is the relative, tell me, atomic mass of
mass.
yaar.
Carbon.
Yaar Puliyangava. Who is that?
Carbon.
Carbon. You
Carbon.
can find anyone, right? You can find relative atomic mass of muscat and the biscuit, laddu, and another. And whatever you can find the relative atomic mass of carbon. Do you understand this one? Why this much of I am talking, this much I am talking to understand this one, you people, because remember, I studied A level, I studied O level. In my university times, only I understood this one. And when I was studying, none of the teacher explained like this. That's why I confuse the mass of one atom. I confuse mass number. I confuse relative atomic mass. Everything will be collapsed. Remember, this is 12 for carbon. Let's move to notes, then you can understand clearly. Now see, this is the next very important one. Very important. Every time in your question they will give, right? At that moment they will give something like this. 2 over 12. Is it correct or not? Tell me. For example, identify the correct relative atomic mass equation following. They will give relative atomic mass AR. AR is equal mass of n atom of the element 2 over 4 into mass of a 12C carbon atom. Is it correct? Correct. Yes, correct. Why?
Yes, correct.
This
Because
ratio
it
would
is
be 1 over
simplified.
12. Sometimes they will give something like 12C, not 12C, 14C. Now is it correct? No, wrong.
No, sir.
That's
Wrong.
wrong. And sometimes mass of, for example, mass of n atom, not like mass of atoms. If they give atoms, now it is correct? No.
Wrong.
One atom. So that's how there are lots of questions we'll do later part of this these classes, right? We'll do all the past paper questions and also we'll do the model questions also. So don't worry about that. So we'll do so many questions, right? It has no unit and relative atomic mass has no unit. I already said why it has no unit. Above also gram, below also gram, gram will be cut and there is no unit, right? So it's all about what? Ratio. How many times? Now we have found the relative atomic mass of what? Carbon. We have found how much? Tell me. We already found how much? The relative atomic mass? 12 no? 12 no?
No.
12. Yeah, 12. 12. We have found relative atomic mass is 12. Now,
Yes, sir.
when I was a scientist, for example, I'm saying in 1850, right? And I have given this equation to understand very clearly to do this calculation clearly. You see this one, I can share one thing here, wait. Look in your book. And here you see the relative atomic mass of, we'll study that one later. Relative atomic mass of carbon, how much? See, how much? Tell me. What is that? How
12.
much? 12. If you found like this for beryllium, you will get 9. If you found carbon, you will get 12. If you found oxygen, approximately you will get 16. If you found this aluminium, approximately you will get this 27. If you found like this for sulfur, you will get this one 232. And if you found this for chlorine, 35.5, you will get it. This is what I said. They say earlier directly relative atomic mass here. We are studying how this number came. That is relative atomic mass. There now there. I don't know what saying that. Okay. Well, Angati, you can come to chat box and you can ask. Right. So I already explained this one. So let's do one example here. Another equation here. Look, this is atomic mass unit. Atomic mass unit we'll study next class, right? So I can't explain here. Let's do one question here. Can you write correct equation for this one? A mass of potassium atom is how much? Tell me. Wait. Okay, we already found this one, relative atomic mass of carbon, right? I will give the notes, don't worry. But you have to, what's that? Something I will not give. You should write and you can write like this. I will give the space and you can write. And relative atomic mass. How to find relative atomic mass of carbon? Tell me. How to find relative atomic mass? Can I write like this? Can I write like this? AR. AR means what? Relative atomic mass. Carbon. We already did this one, but I'm just writing. What's that? Mass of one
And carbon atom.
one carbon atom over 12C carbon. One atom. N, I don't use N. They are not going to see this grammatical error here, right? So one atom mass into 1 over 12. Right. They have to give up. They have to give this one. So mass of one carbon atom is 1.993 into 10 to the power minus 23 gram over. Nida Faisal, don't put dots. Over 1.993 into 10 to the power minus 23 gram into 1 over 12. What would be the answer? What would be the answer? 12. 12. Easy, 12. Now, there is only 4 minutes to finish this one. Let's move to this one. Relative atomic mass of oxygen. how to find relative atomic mass, they should give two things. One is how to write. How can you write? Can you tell me how can you write relative atomic mass of oxygen? Right, let's write relative atomic mass. AR of, what's that? Who is that? Oxygen. Right, let's move. Mass of
An oxygen atom.
mass of one oxygen atom over 12C carbon, one
Mass.
atom mass
Mass.
into 1
1
over
over
12. Let's see one mass of oxygen atom. See here in your book. In your book, I will give this one oxygen atom. One mass of oxygen atom is 2.6. That's in your book, I think, right?
2.66.
You write 2.66 into 10 to the power minus 23 gram. Wait. Over 1.993 into 10 to the power minus 23 gram into 1 over 12 gram. So sorry, there is a gram. So then I can cut it this gram and this gram. Now this would be, what would be the value? Exactly, almost value would be 16.02. Do you want to remember this? Never. No need to remember. You don't need to this division. You don't need this division. It's tough. It's very tough, but you can do. If you are a classical mathematician, you can cut it, this one, you divide and you will get the answer 6.02. If you round it up, how much? What's the answer? 16. What we have found, relative atomic mass of oxygen. Do you remember this is equal to mass number of oxygen? Mass number of oxygen also 16, no. 8 proton, 8 neutron. Do you remember that? Do you remember? 8 proton, 8 neutron. Look here in your book. Oxygen. Here how much? They have put 16. So this class is going to be stopped. We'll do next class tomorrow like as usual time, right? I'm stopping. I'll give the notes. Have a great day. Assalamu alaikum.